of the Palestinians themselves. And it is granted to them by the international law. But the Israelis, as we have seen from 1948 up till now, are exempted from being subject to international law or to international court because of this kind of special status that Israel has enjoyed since its establishment until now within Western foreign policy, and particularly within American foreign policy. The American veto within the Security Council has protected Israel from being condemned or from being an object of international law or international values or whatever. So the special relationship between the US and Israel has helped Israel so much in order to do whatever it wanted, and also being exempted from any kind of punishment by international law or by the Security Council. And this is really strange, because we live in the 21st century, and still there is occupation. There is a nation that is deprived from the right of self-determination.
Yes.
And this is very strange and weird, while the United States and the West destroyed Iraq, destroyed Palestine, destroyed Afghanistan in order to get rid of terrorism and dictatorship, and also, according to them, to disseminate what democracy, quote unquote, still part of human rights. Very important and essential part of human rights is denied to a small nation, that is a Palestinian nation. And this is part of the dual standard that has prevailed in international relation and international law and international organizations during the last century. And unfortunately, this kind of dual standard does not know any other language rather than force, rather than power, rather than mobilizing resources by big blocks like the European Union, like United States. We have, as Arabs, to be similar to that kind of blocks. We have to mobilize our resources in order to achieve our goals. Unfortunately, we haven't done that up to now, and we have to re-establish our home and resettle our home at the beginning before asking the other to help us. So we have to settle all the differences and all the problems inside the Arab home and inside the Muslim home before asking the other to help us.
Dr. Abdulaziz is just telling us Israel is really given the free choice to do anything they want because they're really backed by the allies of such as America and so forth. But let's look at Palestine. Its part, it has contained the Masjid al-Quds, which is the holy mosque of the Muslims. Isn't this enough to motivate Muslim leaders to help the Palestinians?
I think it is not the point of places, or even it is the viability of the Muslim blood itself. Because as we remember, the Prophet ﷺ, when he looked at the Kaaba itself, and he said, "Oh, how great you are in the eyes of Allah, and you are not violable. But the blood of a Muslim is more sacred in the eyes of Allah than you."
Subhanallah.
So you can imagine how it is so amazing to tell you about the viability now of the Muslim blood, and how it is shed everywhere. The problem that we have nowadays is silence. Because now if we are calling for the world civilization and the US and all those human rights, where are they now? But there are some aspect of benefit here in this area, which is unveiling the ugly face of that terrorism which is sponsored by the state. And there were a lot of confusion in the minds of people about the case of Palestine, about their rights and their right of self-determination. And now it became very clear, at least not in the eyes of Muslims, although I am sure that there are some Muslims who do not really realize the importance of the case, but also in the eyes of the others living in the West. And now, even as a brother said, that there is not that much coverage, but the voice of the truth is so loud, it can be determined easily by the people. So what we need to talk about, and what we need actually to persuade the Muslims, is to have their recognition of and realizing their own responsibilities about that case, and their reaction towards that, to move.
That's so true,
Yani,
Doctor. We have Brother Abu Yahya from Gaza. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the show, Brother Yahya.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
We've been asking the correspondents about the situation, but however, I have a very, very special question, a very simple question for you. If you have to describe one situation that happened during this genocide, as we call it, or this massacre, one story you would like to share with the viewers, what would that be?
Yes. First of all, thanks for Huda channel and all workers in. In Gaza, we are living in slaughter or massacre. We are living in killer from all sides. We have many troubles. We have no electricity, no food, no medicine. Economic is very bad. We have no qualified doctors to treat dangerous diseases. So we are living in very, very bad condition. We are in terrible life from all sides. We are tourism from Air Force Israeli. Many of Center for Palestinian People police were pushed out or wiped out or destroyed. Many of people were killed. Three, maybe the number of the people who killed 1,000 people or more. So we are living in darkness. So we cannot speak too much about this matter because everything is very bad and no one help us. So, yes.
Brother Abu Yahya, do you think that the Israeli offensive is really instilling fear into the hearts of Palestinians, or it's just instilling courageousness to make them more brave?
Please again.
Are you the massacre, the offensive by Israel, is it instilling fear into the hearts of Palestinians, or it's giving them more courage and more braveness towards repelling and rebelling them?
Air Force for Israel is continuous to bomb us by airplane. So the matter is very bad. They attacked us with bomb. Before some minutes, they bombed many airplanes attacked us. So we are speaking and we are fair. We are speaking. So the weather is very bad. The condition is very bad. The reflection of this attack is very bad to children, to the people, to women, to all sides of life.
Okay.
Our hospital is crowded with injured people, killing people. We have no place to treat them.
Yes. Okay.
And they attacked Moscow, many of Moscow in Gaza, civil building.
Yes. Yes. Okay, Brother Abu Yahya, thank you very much. That's Brother Abu Yahya there from the Gaza Strip. We'll take a short break and we'll be back right after this.